Hello, this is Dinah Lane from Harwich Channel 18, and I'm here today with Scott Tyldesley, who is a fire lieutenant in the Harwich Fire Department, as well as the vice president of the Fire Association.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Very nice to see you, Scott.
And likewise, pleasure to be here.
And we are here in front of this emergingly beautiful, beautiful building. We were here 6 weeks ago with Chief Clark, and he was filling us in then on what was going to be done, and so much has been accomplished since then.
As I mentioned a moment ago, yesterday, and sort of thinking about today's spot, I watched that little thing you did 6 weeks ago, and the change is absolutely staggering.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it goes back too. It goes way, way, way back, and I don't mean in history, although it does, but I'm talking about the actual building. You have so much more to the building than I had realized, and it's all beautifully. Is it clapboard? Is that?
Well, the shingle siding.
Shingle siding. Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. I love the work.
Well, let's just say John Domo and his crew is doing an absolutely wonderful job. It's beautiful. The workmanship is top notch, and we can't leave out Tony Pagliaro either. The brickwork out front is just stunning, and I think
it is.
Yeah, and the design work by some of the visionaries at the Harwich Fire Association it's really coming together. It's beautiful, and we're all very excited about what's happened and what's going to happen.
Great.
Yeah.
So I was speaking with John a little bit ago, and he was showing me what's going on in the back there. There's a huge open area now, lots of windows on both sides.
Yes.
It's going to be very open feeling.
Yes.
Not so much of a bunker feeling, which one might imagine of a fire station.
Yep.
But
no, that was part of the vision. We wanted it to open up a little bit. It's going to be a space for events and for learning and education, and and for people. And I think the light is going to add a lot to it.
Yes, I think so too. So some of the ideas that are going on about what will happen in this building, can you talk a little bit about that? You must be discussing that with the association.
Yeah, absolutely. For us, why are we doing this?
Yes.
Right? Why is the Fire Association doing this?
Yes.
And so it was the idea and the vision of a couple of guys on the Fire Association, Joe Rigo and Bruce Young, and they talked about it along with Richard Waystack. We were looking for a place to house our antique Maxim, the very first fire engine that the town bought, 1928 Maxim. It was restored to just an absolutely beautiful condition. And it was the first fire engine in this firehouse. Anyways, so it's currently being stored behind the public safety facility on Sisson Road, and it's not being seen by anybody.
Right.
We wanted to get it out there. So that's what sort of originated the discussion about where can we put it. This building, as everybody in town knows, has been sitting vacant and derelict, really, for quite some time. The roof was falling apart, the sides were falling apart, the paint was peeling, and
what a dramatic difference.
Yeah. And so anyway, you asked me what are we going to be doing with it. Well, first of all, we wanted a spot for the Maxim.
Yes.
We want a place to have events. We do lots of events, fundraisers, and so forth, and we're always looking for places, and this is going to provide a wonderful place. The entire first floor, not only is it going to serve as a home for the Maxim, but it's going to be event space, and it's going to be a space to have lectures. I'd be remiss not to mention our partnership with the Harwich Conservation Trust. What a wonderful relationship.
With Michael Locke.
That's right. And what they're doing here is going to be transforming. It's going to be just wonderful. Yeah. And they're looking for space to be doing lectures on wildlife and so forth, and the ecology. And so the space out back specifically is going to be wonderful for them.
A lot for the Conservation Trust.
Wide open, bright, airy, and close to some of their trails.
Yes.
And so, and we also need to be able to fund the building so we can keep it going. And we envision being able to rent out that event space to private groups, and also the second floor is going to be living space. It's going to be apartment space for hopefully workforce housing. We know we have a housing crisis around here, and we think it's a nice mix of a use of a property to have a space that's historic and about people, and then provide some living space above for.
So the engine will be in the front.
It will.
That people will be able to see it. That will really be the showcase for that.
It will.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And then upstairs there are apartments.
Yes.
How many rooms will there be? Do you know?
Well, there'd be 3 apartments with 1 bedroom each. 1 bedroom, a full kitchen and living space.
Wow.
they're modest, but I think they're going to suit somebody very well.
Yeah.
You know.
What a great use. What a great use of this.
Thank you. I agree.
This space.
Yeah.
And what wonderful work John Domos is doing on it.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
really does look excellent.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you would like to highlight at this point? How much longer do you expect actually this process to take?
Well, we're in phase one, and that's what's been sort of paid for through CPC funds that the town was generous enough to vote for during last town meeting. And we're going to be right up against that number to do the exterior of the building. But really, I think from most people's standpoint, that was the most important to get done. Is to fix up the outside of the building and to protect the asset that's underneath, the bones of the skeleton of the building. So, you know, I think that's going to be another probably 2 to 3 months to complete that. Maybe hopefully closer to 2. You know, they're almost done with the siding now, and the roof's all done. The windows should be done soon. The doors are what we're waiting on, the front doors.
Right, I see the front doors.
Yep.
And the back doors, there's going to be atrium doors? Is that what I understand? I think John mentioned atrium doors.
Yes,
back
yeah,
there,
again, something to open it up and, and make...
so it could be open during functions.
Yes, yes.
And flow right out into the wildlife preserve.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yep. So that was phase one. The whole thing's quite expensive, as you can imagine.
So are you fundraising?
Yeah, we are. And so for the upstairs, for the apartments, we will be going back to CPC to talk about what funding might be available to provide the housing. That's within their how they could spend money.
Their purview,
yep.
Yes.
The first floor specifically is where we will be appealing to private donors. We already are. You can see us in Harwich Port every Wednesday. Port Summer Nights, is that what we call it now?
Yes.
Yeah, we were there last night, and people have been just wonderful to us. And thank you. Thank you for that. We ask for you to keep supporting us. We're going to be asking for private donors to help us out with that. Probably have some large fundraisers coming up. We're sort of focusing our efforts on the building right now, and then we'll be looking to the future to sort of get that going. There are a number of ways you can donate to us.
Oh yes.
Yep. You can come to the station here and to take a look at our progress. And some of the banners on the front, they've got a QR code that will bring you right to a spot to make that donation.
Yep.
You can go to harwichfireassociation.com and sort of see the progress that we've been making, and there's a link there to make donations. And again, and
it's right here on Bank Street.
Yep.
So people driving by can see it. It really stands out. It really stands out now.
Well, we have had
so
such great feedback.
I'll bet you have.
From town officials, from visitors, from tradesmen, and even we're in Harwich Port. You know, we've got a sign out there saying what we're doing. People keep by. They come by more now than in the beginning of the summer to say, "My goodness, how much is transpired?"
Well, it's very exciting. I think it gives everybody a lot of hope and excitement about the future.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Thank you so much for talking to me about this.
My pleasure.
And we look forward to getting another update soon.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. This is Dinah Lane for Channel 18 in Harwich. Thank you.